The project manager is used to manage projects loaded into controller memory, located on the controller flash drive, or saved on the local computer. By default, the project manager should be displayed, but it can also be accessed under the controller pull-down menu. When you are not connected to a controller, only the projects saved on your local PC are displayed. When you connect to a controller, the display expands to show the projects in controller memory and those saved on the flash drive. If you want to copy a project from your local PC to controller memory, you can simply locate the project, then drag and drop the project onto the memory region. You can use the delete project command to remove the selected project. Another way to copy projects is to use the copy project command. The copy command, like many of the commands, can be accessed using the right-click context menu or the project manager toolbar. When you select a project and use the copy button, it will display a prompt where you can specify where you want to copy the project. You can change the name of the project as well. GPL projects are a collection of files. You can expand the listing of files under each project in the Project Manager display. Right-clicking on the project name or on one of the files belonging to the project will display a context menu showing all the available operations. Double-clicking on a file will open a file for editing. If you want to save a copy of a project, you can simply export the project to a directory or zip file. If you export to a directory, the files will be placed in a folder named after the project name. Exporting to a zip file will group all files in a single zip file. If you have an exported project, you can use the import commands to load the projects back into GDS and the controller. When you import a project, you must specify where the project will be loaded into. If you right-click on a project, you can access the project properties. This typically is not needed, but you can use this to change the main program that is invoked when a project is run on the embedded controller. You can also specify library projects that are used by the selected project. Using the context menu or toolbar, you can add new files to a project. You can use the delete file command to remove files from a project. If you need to rename a file, the rename command allows you to specify a new name. When making changes to a project or a project file, you can use the discard changes command to revert the project to the last saved state of the project. When a project is modified, the file and the project are highlighted in the Project Manager display. If you save or discard the changes, the project and file will no longer be highlighted. If you delete a file, you can still press the Discard Changes option to recover the file. Only when the project is saved will the changes be committed. The local project display has a special feature. By default, there will always be a grouping called Documents folder. Any project saved in the local Documents folder will be saved in the Windows User Documents folder in a directory called GPL Projects. Users can add additional folders in the local project display using the Add Repository operation. If you wish to remove an added repository, you can select the Remove Repository command. No files are deleted when you remove a local repository. If you modify project files outside of GDS, you can use the Refresh Local Projects command to reinitialize the local projects display.